Aloha and welcome to what we are calling the Blue Menace podcast because we want to name it Stitch. We didn't want to name it anything like that. What's up? If this is the first time you're hearing my voice, or if you're hearing Stitch's voice, uh, we are content creators called the official Stitch One on TikTok. We'll be uploading clips, but this clip probably won't be uploaded. Yeah. We won't be uploading this clip. This is the beginning of the show, the most boring part. Right. But yeah. I do a Stitch impression, or you know what? I do a Stitch impression, and I'm friends with Stitch. From Lilo and Stitch. Ha! We're not friends. We're Ohana. Good to hear. But yeah, my Ohana Stitch. I have a pillow pet Stitch and a puppet Stitch who I'm friends with. Just believe me, it's the bit. What'd you say? Nothing. But yeah. So basically, how the show is gonna go is me and Stitch are kind of just gonna chat for. We're thinking the show at the beginning is gonna be shorter, like 20, 30 minutes. We were thinking that just because we want to see if the Na Ohana enjoy it and we see if it actually goes and see if they know how to enjoy it. And yeah, basically today we're gonna be breaking down how the show works, like as the episode goes on. But then we'll be having Stitch sing a song at the end of the episode, like at the end of every episode. Stitch gets to do a short cover of a song or a full cover of a song. Yeah, because Stitch loves singing. Singing is Stitch's favorite. Yeah. So hopefully we don't mess up. Hopefully I don't need to edit anything. The less I have to edit, the better it will go. Ergo, Chris is going to edit this because he and I are going to make a lot of mistakes. Hopefully not. Hopefully, so far it's going good, right? I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're going good so far. I think people just like hearing you talk. I think I should stop talking completely and just make it a Stitch podcast. No, no, no. You're an Ohana, and you're allowed to be here. You're valid. Thanks, Stitch. Thank you. No problem. Uh, but, what's the topic for the first episode? What are we gonna talk about, Ohana? See, I came into this episode without a plan or without really talking about it because it's the first episode. So I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I think we should talk about our TikTok journey and experience a little bit, or like who I am and who Stitch is. If you don't know who Stitch is, who the heck doesn't know where I am? Bro, I don't know. There might be someone out there. Like, listen, we're going to get a comment saying, I don't know who Stitch is. Like, who is this blue alien who causes a ruckus all over the place? Yeah. So, exactly. So, we should explain. You should, like, do, like, a little introduction of yourself. That would be fun. Let's do an icebreaker. That sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a great idea. Should we clip this one? Should we clip this part? So go ahead, Stitch. Introduce yourself for the people that don't know who you are. But everybody knows who I am. We just went over this. I know. Aloha! My name is Stitch. I am a blue alien from outer space. I live in Hawaii. My best friend is Lilo. But I'm here with my Ohana Chris and been here since we started a TikTok page. This is our first episode of the podcast. So if you're new here, go to the Blue Menace podcast. It's going to be on Spotify. Yes, it's going to be on Spotify. Yes. But Stitch loves food. He loves singing music. Some of his favorite songs are Burning Love, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, and Never Gonna Give You Up. That's a great introduction, Stitch. Thank you. And next is me. My name is Chris. I am a TikToker by night. I was about to say by day, but by day I'm a therapist who helps kids. Boring. This first episode of the podcast will be working out the kinks, trying to help me and Stitch build a little chemistry on the show a little bit because this is good. This is the first time I've ever made a podcast of any kind. So I don't know if random conversation is what works. I don't know if having like a concise plan of what happens works. I think it depends on the podcaster. It depends, Ohana. We can do what we please. It is our show, just like our TikTok page is our TikTok page. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Um, but today is gonna feel a little random. Maybe we'll try to have like a topic where we go like, because I want to talk about stuff like because again I'm a therapist. Woo. Mental health episode. Maybe get into some deep conversations. Maybe have some fun conversations. I mean, we're trying to have mostly fun conversations on here. Yeah, really, I'm trying to have fun. You're trying to make me sad, Ohana? No one's trying to make you sad, Stitch. Nobody. You're trying to make me sad. No, I'm not. Remember that part in the movie? He's touching me. That pop, I blew up the mic a little bit. Luckily, it's set to low, so we can turn it up in editing. That would be fun. I wonder who's got to edit that. Ohana. I know. That's why I made the joke, dude. You ruin everything. No, you don't. I'm kidding. You're the best, Ohana. Thank you. Okay. But like we're gonna probably start off with like a quick 20-minute, 30-minute podcast. That's probably like the plan. Again, have Stitch sing a song at the end. You can go into the comments and request what song Stitch should sing next episode. I don't know how Spotify, being a creator in Spotify, is gonna work, but we're also gonna be uploading to YouTube. So hopefully, yes. We're gonna be, talking about life stuff. We're gonna be talking about Stitch's journey through Hawaii, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about the TV series. Ooh, our favorite TV series. Do you have a favorite TV series, Stitch? Do you even have to ask that question? I feel like I didn't have to ask that question, but I should. I felt like I should anyway. Well, if you really want to know, my favorite show is Lilo and Stitch, the TV series. Okay, cool, gotcha. Figured that was the case. Yeah, but we can also talk about our equipment because we got not to be sponsored or anything. Yeah, dude, we're really trying to get us demonetized in the first episode. Does demonetization work for Lynn that way? I don't know. I just felt like making the joke. It's okay. I got you. But this is a Rode microphone, and it's a lot better than I've seen a lot of podcasts. Gym Bros. I see a lot of Blue Yetis. Blue Yetis. You know what Blue Yetis are? Whoops, my headphones. You don't know what Blue Yetis are? No, I don't know what Blue Yetis are. What are they? Blue Yetis are just like a microphone that even though they're decent at times, they're like way, you can find a microphone for way cheaper that does the job just as well. They're kind of known for that. They're known for just being slightly cringy, I guess you could say, mics to use. Not really. Depends on what you're using them for, but yeah. Don't use them for voice acting, by the way. Get yourself a microphone with a decent pop filter. Don't use a Blue Yeti for voice acting. Tip 101. Get yourself a decent microphone. If you're taking it seriously, if you're just having fun with it, who cares? Use a Blue Yeti. If you're just having fun and you don't know where it's going to go and you're young and you don't know, you're a young voice actor that has no idea if you'll even be famous, or if you're not looking to be professional yet, then use your phone if you want to. And just have fun. That's the most important part. Even if you want to be a professional. Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just have fun. Because some things may just not work for the podcast, or it feels like I'm rambling. I have ADHD, so I don't know if podcasts are the best thing for me, because I'm just going to go on. Me and you are the worst two people that have podcasts, or the best, who knows? Yeah, right? You could just go one way or the other. It could just be boing, 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 and no one knows what the heck's going on, or that's what makes it fun. We'll find out. This is just episode 1. And we're kind of just ranting. and we kind of don't know where a direction goes. We want a little feedback on like what Stitch and I could talk about, like topics, like get to know Stitch and get to know me and get to know Chris. We're gonna get to know me more because everyone knows Stitch. We don't. Do we even need to talk about you, dude? Like seriously? Yes, we do. We need to talk about Stitch. Stitch loves love. Stitch loves love. You heard it first, people. Stitch loves love. We can also talk about this set, like the way we set this up. Like you'll see it, but there's one microphone, and we got to share the microphone together. So that would be fun. And we don't have the most professional equipment or camera or setup. Like my phone is sitting on my laundry hamper right now. My laptop is sitting on my laundry hamper. This is what we got to work with. Yeah, we gotta work hard so that we can get better equipment, and maybe this podcast will be the start of something new. Stitch is looking forward to it. Can Stitch talk for a little bit since you talked a lot in the middle part of this episode? Go ahead, Stitch. What do you want to talk about? What do you got on your mind? I'll just try to say, for the Na Ohanas, not Ohana. Take the S out. Na Ohana that has made it this far into the episode. Want to say thank you. There won't be no ad breaks in this episode. We're not sponsored by anybody, so that would be good, right? And that's great. It's not great for our pockets, but this ain't just about the money. This is about making Na Ohana happy. And I'm glad if you made it this far in the episode and you're listening and you're going to listen to the end. We're happy you're here. Thank you. We just want to give Stitch hugs and keep making videos, making Na Ohana happy. We love interacting with you and the content. If you see Ohana Chris on the streets, you could say hi. If you recognize him, I'm sure there's not like a ton of people that will. He's not like famous or anything. It's alright. Well, thanks, dude. Like, yeah, no problem, dude. But Stitch just wants to say thanks for being here. I'm glad. And if you're a Na Ohana struggling out there in the world right now, just know it can get better. I won't say it will. That could be a lie. It may take a long time before it gets better, but it can get better for you. And I hope it does. And sending virtual Stitch hugs. Sending virtual Stitch hugs. That's what I want to say. Vocal Stitch hugs. Stitch hugs. Hug the screen right now. If you need a hug. So, actually, what we should talk about, Stitch, too, is like, what song do you want to sing today? What are we singing today? Yeah, what song should Stitch sing today, then? Miss Speaking. What song? We just hit the 16-minute mark, so we do have a little bit before we decide, but what song do you want to sing? Well, I feel like I'm gonna do a short song today. Probably just like the chorus, just kind of like end the podcast. Okay. That's not bad. Good choice. I didn't make a choice. Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you said a song name. You didn't say a song name? No, I didn't say a song name. Chris, what's wrong with you, okay? I don't know. I guess not. If I thought I heard the song choice and completely and utterly just did not. I'm joking, by the way. I'm fine. Don't. Comments, slow down. Comments? They're just concerned, Chris. It's okay. You don't have to be angry at the comments. Yeah, but I might be. I'm watching you, comments. I'm always watching. Break out the Roz impression, like, out of nowhere. But I should do more videos as Roz. You like more videos as Roz? Maybe. I mean, then that means Stitch won't be involved. But, like, we could do a Roz and Stitch crossover. Oh, yeah. That'd be funny. We'll start Stitch and Roz. I'm always watching. Always watching. Stitch, you forgot to do your paperwork today. I forgot to do my paperwork.
I don't work here. What are you talking?
Always watching.
You can do Elmo? Why have you never done Elmo? Elmo is like insanely popular on TikTok. Why'd you pick Stitch? Cause Elmo is harder to do with like a little higher voice. And it doesn't quite sound like him, but balsamic vinegar? Oh my god, you're killing me. You're killing me, Ohana.
But listen, Elmo had some pretty lit sounds in the past like few months to like a year. Elmo is great for TikTok. So is Kermit. So is Donald Duck. You've seen Donald Duck, like multiple Donald Duck pages that just hit millions. There ain't no Stitch million page followers. We're trying to be the first Stitch million page. Like, there's no like Stitch puppet esque kind of like voice impression page that we've seen that has like millions of followers. Honestly, if it existed, our followers would have tagged us by now. So we haven't seen it. I mean, there's Autumn. Shout out to Autumn Monique. If she ever hears this podcast, shout out to her. We'd love to meet you.
Or Stitch would love to meet you, yes.
Just duet us. Just duet us on a video. Like, be like,
Aloha, hi. Just say hello. Like, just duet us and say hello. Help us out. You got 6 million followers. I'm sure you've seen us before.
oh my god, Stitch out here shooting a shot with advertising. No, don't take the wrong way. Comments again. Comments. Slow down. Slow down here.
This is the second time in the first episode you have told the comments to slow down. I think you need to slow down.
I have no rebuttal for that. I am not a witty and clever person, so we're gonna move on. But Autumn Monique, shout out to you if you are out there. Let us know. Let us know. Like, maybe we can make a video together. Maybe you want to, send over like a funny cameo and then you blind react to it. Not a cameo, a Fiverr. We got Fiverr gigs. In case anyone wants to buy a Fiverr gig, y'all can do it. It's cheap too. It's like $5. I'm sure you got $5 laying around. Maybe, I don't know. People are struggling out here, so I can't assume. It might be privileged of me to say that. Like, I could send $5 to a creator I like to help them out every once in a while. Not too often. I don't feel like I do that every day. That's a lot, but I feel lucky enough. But I still gotta pay my bills, and I still struggle to kind of budget my money. But it could be worse.
It could be worse, Ohana. Are you done talking?
Okay, Stitch, have you decided a song? Because it's getting towards the end of the podcast. And we're hitting the 21-minute mark. Like I said, we want to stick between 20 and 30 minutes for the first episode, just in case people don't want to hear us rambling or don't want to hear me rambling.
Or for whatever reason, you want to hear Stitch talk more, let us know. I think this is kind of the end of our show. We just wanted to have a quick, short conversation and then sing a song. So what song is Stitch singing?
Sorry, my bad. Maybe let's do something like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of mentality. We ain't no strangers to love.
And you heard me sing that, then you know where we're going.
First episode, we
got it. We just got to.
So this is the end of the episode in terms of the talking part. We probably will talk for a minute or two, just like saying goodbye after. But Stitch is gonna sing his rendition, his cover of "Never Going to Give You Up" by Rick Astley. I think you may have heard of this song. It's a pretty popular song. A little bit, I heard.
Not really.
Yeah, dude, it's popular for whatever reason. Like, I don't know. I heard it was like a meme or something like that. Like, I've seen a few comments say, like, people, like, when you sung it the first time, that it was like Stitch rolled.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we also we did a cover of this song, so you'll see it on your YouTube page soon. So, like, that will be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait for you to hear my cover of it.
So since there's a cover released of it, we're gonna just go to the first verse and the chorus. Sound like a plan? And then we'll kind of cut off we'll talk for a minute or two and say goodbye.
Okay, let's do it. Alright, I'm ready. Ahem.
Dang, you got ready fast, Stitch.
Shut up. I'm about to sing. I'm about to sing, dude. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Our full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Hey. Alright, awesome. That's kind of our show, kind of like the format. Maybe we'll make it longer.
Maybe we'll make it shorter. Who knows? I don't know. We'll make shorter episodes and release more. I don't know. We're thinking once a week, like 30 minutes for now, to see if the Na Ohana like it.
This will kind of hit the between 25 and 30 minute mark, I'm thinking. Maybe a little less. I may edit like a minute out of it. But I think that's it for today. I think that's it. I think we've just recorded a successful podcast episode. The first of hopefully many. Hopefully people like this.
Yeah, I hope people do like this. I think people should.
I think what I'm going to have to do, though, is I see the mic is very low. I'm going to have to edit that in, like, post. A little bit. I don't want to, I don't want certain parts to be, like, way loud. Because there's certain parts that were close.
Like maybe the singing. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't know, Stitch. I have to edit it. What do you mean? What am I thinking? I don't know yet.
Well, you don't gotta be rude about it.
Sorry, bud. You want to hug it out to end the episode? You want to give a big Stitch hug to everybody, and then we'll hug each other and make it up as friends, like Ohana.
Yes, let's do it. So, bye-bye for tonight, for today, for now, for tonight. It's like, what, 1:30 a.m. when we recorded this?
We don't gotta let people know what time it is.
But I want to.
I guess it's your show. Do your thing. Like, what do I know?
Yeah, we're gonna hug it out, aren't we?
We're gonna hug it out, Stitch. We're gonna hug it out. As Ohana.
But yes, thank you. Now, if you made it this far, you are a true champion.
Yes, you are 100% true champions. You are legends in our eyes if you've listened to this whole podcast through and through. But if you have, go check out our comic on Webtoon. It's called Stitch Takes Over, done by BITTE Comics. We also have another series called Danny Callista, and we're also going to be entering the Call to Action contest, and we're really going to need your support then. But the contest ain't until about June 1st. So we got about a month. We're working on this comic. It's a very special comic dedicated to the lives of my cat Brute and my cat Thor, who lives are cut tragically short when they were like young kittens, due to both having different diseases and different reasonings. But the story will take place in the afterlife, and it will be dedicated to them. So check that out when it comes out. I'll be letting y'all know when it does.
But I had fun today.
Oh yeah, it was fun today. Go check us out. If you aren't on TikTok, what are you doing? Go check us out on TikTok at the official Stitch One. Same at YouTube. I don't know what it's going to be on Spotify. Spotify, I think it's called the Blue Menace podcast. I mean, if you're listening, you're probably on the podcast or you're on the YouTube. So for YouTube listeners, go to the Blue Menace podcast. It's on there. And then if you're listening from YouTube, you should have our info on the screen because the picture kind of contains our info. But that's it for today. I think that's it. I think we can say goodbye. Stitch, you want to take us out?
Yes. Bye-bye, Na Ohana. Love all of you. Thank you for being here. And see you next time. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Na Ohana. Make sure you give a boop on the nose and a hug on the screen. Bye. Stitch would like to say Thanks for listening, and see you next time.
TunePocket.com.